I think this will be the last chapter I do tonight.
Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad...
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. Poor kid. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this? $1693. This house is much older than it seems. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe, and let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater. So, little fish, swallowed our tongue, have we?
You won't kill me.
Maybe not, but I'll redo your face before I throw you out. So talk, and no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule, and I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
The sooner I carry out my investigation, the sooner I wrap up the case and return to Boston. After which, you'll never hear of me again.
Huh. I like the sound of that. But I have a better idea. You leave right now, and you never come back.
Silas! Pierce! In God's name, what are you doing?
Officer Bradley, this hood was trying to break into the mansion.
Do something, Bradley, or this story will have a nasty ending.
I vouch for him, Silas. He's working with us. We have reason to believe that someone entered the mansion and stole some paintings.
Impossible. I would have seen it.
Better safe than sorry. Now let us in. I promise to keep an eye on this one.
Okay then. I'll leave the key with you. You could have told me that earlier, Sonny.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Sorry, I panicked.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
No, I think this is just a loading screen. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Pierce and Bradley manage to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
They seem happy, but Charles is already looking off into the future. His marriage just a stop along the way. Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
But he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for? I don't know, that's a...
Too much
question.
rubble. I'll find an easier way. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Did it stop at the time of the fire? They had a fight. Why? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Kind of figured it would be, but it was worth a try.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose? The lyrics of The Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692. by two families that seceded from the New England colony. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
I thought he was going to say something about the skull.
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Oh, I don't like that noise.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
As you know, I always held you in your family in high in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife last week. She again terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that although it would feel like torture, I would be obligated to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything, but...
Locked.
Mm-hmm. That one's not, though. Oh, that was creepy as shit.
The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
Poor kid.
What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. This padlock is too complicated for me.
Maybe I'll find a key for it somewhere else.
This door is locked. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects. Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
I feel like I've looked at everything that this game will allow.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This door is blocked from the outside. This door is locked.
Yep. I'm not sure what else we're supposed to find. So I feel like I've interacted with everything that I can possibly interact with.
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Hmm. Ah, da-da.
It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Hang on. That's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. That's not. Hang on. am perplexed. At what I'm supposed to be doing. I know it says investigate the manor, but that doesn't help me at all. I am so confused. I feel like I'm totally missing something, but I can't for the life of me figure out what it would be. Oh, hey. That doesn't get me into that door. Which I'm assuming is what I need to do.
Locked.
Seriously, I must be... Hey, the Wizard of Oz. Anyway. I must be missing something. I just can't for the life of me figure out what.
What was going through that boy's mind?
Thank you.
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that a book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. A crowbar could prove useful.
I wonder.
Locked. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Oop, that's not the thing I wanted to do. Hang on. Do. I know I found more things.
This door is locked.
We're not allowed to use the crowbar? So what's the point of the crowbar if I'm not allowed to use it? I don't know. I know nothing at this point.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
I found some clues, but apparently it's not enough.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
I don't understand. I'm confused. Well, I'm gonna do a thing I don't like doing. Just so I can get unstuck. a book, history and medicine. Yeah, I got that. Bloody bandages, open book. Edict piano. Book on the bookshelf below the stairs. Yes, right. Yes, I got that. Oh, God, you're right there. Hi. I see.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? Looks like a revocation ritual. Was she trying to invoke something or banish it?
It's a good question. I'm not really sure.
Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Ever since you left to bury yourself away on the Lost Island, your art has been attracting increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send some new paintings. The last one's so somber and strange, moving as no other paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Okay.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side.
I assume that's the door from her bedroom to her office. going to continue to look around to see if I find more things.
Bradley? Is that you?
Oh. Oh boy. Why do I feel like this is not a good thing? Oh.
You! Stop!
Run. We run after the thief.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level.
Okay. For some reason, I thought...
I'll cover you.
Okay, good to know.
This door was closed earlier.
Yes, it was.
Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips.
Do you really
It looks like an old seaway map.
think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Okay.
Charles Hawkins was keeping her father's letters from her.
Interesting. Why would he do that?
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Probably another friend of Hawkins. It looks like a freehand map of Darkwater. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism.
This is why
With
the
this,
crowbar is
I should
useful.
be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
Where's the secret passage that we opened? Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed its secrets. Pierce and Officer Bradley, now on trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for proof, when a hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop to steal a painting. Detective and the police officer set off after him by following him to the office of Charles Hawkins. They discovered a secret passage. Pierce and Bradley enter the tunnel under the mansion. Alrighty then. Well, this was fun. But I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'm tired. Thank you guys so much for watching. I should be back Wednesday night. Hopefully I won't be too exhausted from dealing with the kids. We'll see.